It seems the priorities of Gehlot Raj are very clear. Yesterday, the Chief Minister shed tears, rained compensations and sarkari jobs for the family of Junaid and Nasir, who are the two suspected cow smugglers allegedly killed by Gaur Rakshaks. While there's nothing wrong in meeting the families of these two men, but the question is being raised about selective sympathy. Chief Minister Gehlot lent his shoulder to the families of Nasir and Junaid at 3 a.m. though his police detained the widows of Pulwama martyrs who had been on a dharna outside the house of Sachin Pilot for the last 12 days. Why? They were demanding an audience with the Chief Minister. Not only did the CM have no time for these widows, they were forcibly removed from the site. Times now has met the family of the Pulwama braves. This is the inconsolable mother of martyr Rohitash Lamba, whose only question today is, where is my daughter-in-law and why is the Chief Minister deaf to our cries?
सुबह कितने बजे जितेंद्र को और मंजू को लेके आए?
यहाँ मंजू को नहीं लेके आए, खाली कांग्रेस सरकार है, ये कुछ भी कर सकती है। इनके पास पुलिस है और पावर है। हमारी कोई कुछ भी डिमांड नहीं, हमारी डिमांड यही है, बेटा वो संभला दो और हम हाई कोर्ट जाने, हम जाने।
3 बजे आते ही उनको बाहर से गेट पर पुलिस वाले बैठे थे। उन्होंने बोला कि उसकी वाइफ को ले जा रहे हैं, वो बीमार है, बीमार के नाम के बहाने से ले गए। आज तक हमारा कोई संपर्क नहीं हुआ। हमने इंचार्ज को भी फोन किया, इंचार्ज फोन बंद आ रहा है। मैंने ऊपर भी फोन किया, कोई बात नहीं करवा रहा है। बोल रहे हैं हमारे पास तो है ही नहीं, पता नहीं कहाँ गई, हमारे को पता नहीं है। आज मना कर रहे हैं, उनके मंत्री खुद बोल रहे हैं, खुद उसमें अंत्येष्टि में आए थे, प्रताप सिंह का चिरवास आए थे, तो उन्होंने यहाँ भी बोला, वहाँ कल भी बोला कि पुलिस हमारे को आवाज दबाने की कोशिश करी है। ये कौन सा संविधान बताती है? कांग्रेस बोलती है संविधान बचाओ, खुद ही संविधान के धज्जियां उड़ा रही है।
Meanwhile, the BJP has hit the streets under the leadership of a Member of Parliament, Kirodi Lal Meena, staging protests and blocking the roads against the insult and betrayal of the Pulwama widows. They even clashed with the police and alleged high-handedness by the Gehlot government.
अपमान कर रहे हो? नहीं सर, वीरांगना का अपमान कर रहे हो, हिमाकत करिए, हमारे साथ हाथापाई कर रहे हो, हमारे धक्का मुक्का मार रहे हो, हमारे कार्यकर्ताओं को पीट रहे हो। आपका क्या अधिकार है मेरा रास्ता रोकने का? मैं देश के किसी कोने पर जा सकता हूँ। अगर मेरे को कानून में हाथ में लिया तो मेरा गिरफ्तार कराओ। नहीं सर, अभी कराओ। मेरा ही अपमान कर रहे हैं, ये धर्मेंद्र कर रहा है, ये बालाराम कर रहा है, ये उदय सिंह कर रहा है। नहीं करे तो मेरा रास्ता रोको, रास्ता हटाओ।
आपके अपमान की बात सोच ही नहीं सकते हम।
नहीं हो रहा, पूरा मीडिया आपको कवर कर रहा है।
हर बात और हर बार राहुल गांधी ने प्रश्न उठाया है भारतीय सेना के ऊपर, अपमानित करा है और यही मानसिकता राजस्थान सरकार की दिखाई दे रही है। पुलवामा के हमले के बाद हमारे वीर बलिदानियों के परिवार के पास जाकर बड़ी बड़ी घोषणाएं करी गई और आज जब उन घोषणाओं को पूरा करने का समय आया है तो राजस्थान सरकार पीछे हट रही है। पीछे ही नहीं बल्कि राजस्थान में कांग्रेस के जो मुख्यमंत्री हैं वो इन परिवारों से मिलने से ही मना कर रहे हैं।
The simple question being asked of the government today is, why can the Chief Minister not find time to meet these three women and their families? Rakhi Rathore, spokesperson of the BJP, joins us along with Colonel Dini, defense expert, Dushyant Nagar, political analyst. And that's my first question to you, Manasvi Thapar, lawyer and political analyst. Surely the Chief Minister can extend a healing touch. Just meet the three women.
Padmaja, please allow me 45 uninterrupted seconds, because this is very important to know what is happening in Rajasthan. And since the time, as said by BJP members in their conferences, that Rajasthan government led by Congress have not done anything for the martyrs or for the widows of them. I'll just narrate few factual information. Mukhyamantri Shahid Kisan Yojana started in 2019. Mukhyamantri Yuva Sambhal Yojana started in 2019. Shahid Smriti Upwal was started in 2019. 2020 pensions for widows of martyrs was started. 2021 Mukhyamantri Veer Kshatriya Rangmanch Yojana was started. These were the multiple initiatives started by the Rajasthan government, which never have been started by any government of the past. Now coming down to your touch and your question on the healing touch. Immediately after this incident, the Chief Minister of Rajasthan on Twitter said that who is the real, on the issue point, who is the real, who should be the real beneficiary of this. The children should be the real
Mr. Thapar,
beneficiary.
that's not even the point I'm making. We will come to that in just a second. My simple point is, if somebody is sitting outside your house for 12 days, is trying to meet you, is trying to meet your deputy, it doesn't take very much. Jaipur is a fairly small city, even you would agree. To get out of your gate, go meet them and say, सरकार आपके साथ है. अगर आप जाकर के जुनैद नासिर से मिल सकते हैं, अगर आप जाकर के दुनिया भर के लोगों से मिल सकते हैं, आप इन महिलाओं से भी मिल सकते हैं. They are just 3 women. They are not terrorists. They are not aliens. They belong to your state. You can surely take out 5 minutes to meet them, right?
There is no question on that. If something is to be done, if meetings are to be done, if healing touch is to be shown, while the Rajasthan government has done so many things while providing initiatives and projects for them, they should have done that. This incident should not have leveraged to that level. I agree on that point with you. My pointed question is, why is BJP trying to make this a political question?
Sir, because
BJP,
if you give a full toss, they will hit a 6. Right now, there is a situation where one of these 3 women has disappeared since 3 in the morning. She hasn't been found. Her family doesn't know where she is. Far from meeting them, first you push them around. The first time they tried to meet the Chief Minister. Second, they went and tried to meet Sachin Pilot. Sachin Pilot met them. Third, they were sitting on dharna. They have been picked up. One lady has disappeared. Where is this lady? Is this the way that you deal with widows?
Padmaja, on that point, I don't think any government would venture into or wrestle with the martyrs or martyrs' family in this kind. This is a misinformation. I assure you that the missing lady is not a missing lady. She would be found very soon.
Misinformation? Let me play out for you what the family has said. Rohitash ji is one of the martyrs, one of the soldiers who was killed in action in Pulwama. His mother, his brother, his father and his sister-in-law all have testified that Rohitash ji's widow has not been found since 3 in the morning. She was taken away by the police. But Rakhi Rathod, ilzam ye lagaya ja raha hai that because you had the BJP politicizing it to stop these women from becoming pawns, maybe she has been kept in preventive custody because you made things so ugly.
Actually, this is the hypocrisy of Congress government. In fact, the Congress government, in fact, Congress party has been crying out about democracy in country and all over, but destroy it in their state only because, you know, the voices are suppressed. The way they were removed forcibly from the protest area, they were protesting peacefully. And what they demanded, they wanted a communication with the Chief Minister. They demanded to meet the Chief Minister only. And what their demands were to construct roads, to installation of statues, for job on compassionate grounds. These were the demands which were raised by the widows. In fact, Padmaja, I feel that because of the insensitive behavior from the state Chief Minister, I think that they don't acknowledge them as martyrs' widow. Because, you know, during Pulwama attack also they raised questions on that. Rahul Gandhi said that it was just a car accident, not terrorist attack. So I just wonder. And, you know, right now Manasvi was telling me about, he was stating some of the yojanas of the state government. But I just want to tell you today's news only, because around 34 people, they lost their life. In fact, they sacrificed their life for the country. And out of 34 promises made by the state government, only, in fact, 6 were fulfilled. 28 are still pending. This is the way the state government is working here in Rajasthan. And and look at the situation, in fact, here. The Chief Minister doesn't, he claims that he is guardian of all the ruling party MLAs, but he is also supposed to be a guardian of 7 crore people of
But
Rajasthan.
the government is saying that we have given 50-50 lakh. We've given 50-50 lakh to each of the 3 widows. That
communication is the best solution, are the key words for this kind of situation. The Chief Minister could have stepped out of his house and could have communicated with the people. He could have, instead of playing on Twitter, he could have come out and communicated with the widows. In fact, let them know that which is lawful and which is not. Question it's not that whether demand is right or wrong. It's about that voices are suppressed here.
मुख्यमंत्री जी का ये संवेदना है.
देखिए, भारतीय जनता पार्टी जब कोई इनका किसी तरह से सरकार को क्रिटिसाइज नहीं कर पाती है, किसी भी कांग्रेस पार्टी की, तब ये लोग जाके क्या करते हैं, सेना की बात करते हैं, शहीदों की बात करते हैं, धर्म की बात करते हैं, हिंदू मुस्लिम की बात करते हैं। आज राजस्थान की सरकार ने 1,19,00,000 लोगों को पेंशन देने का काम किया है, किसानों की फसलों को सही समय पे खरीदने का काम किया है।
इन महिलाओं का क्या किया है ये
बताइए।
28 cases are still pending. दुष्यंत जी, could you please reply on this as well? 28
थोड़ा
cases are still
सा
pending.
धैर्य रखिए, थोड़ा सा धैर्य रखिए। मैं आपके बीच में नहीं बोला था। बिल्कुल उसी मुद्दे पे मैं आ रहा हूँ, उसी मुद्दे पे मैं आ रहा हूँ। भारतीय जनता पार्टी
की बात कीजिए,
किस प्रकार से देश में विभाजनकारी कार्य कर रही है वो मैं देश को बताना चाहता हूं। किस प्रकार से ये शहीदों के परिवारों को लेकर राजनीति कर रहे हैं, किस प्रकार से एक सम्मानित राज्यसभा के सदस्य, ना तो उनके ऊपर पुलिस ने कोई अटैक किया, ना पुलिस वाला कुछ कह रहा है, तो भी हंगामा कर रहे हैं। हंगामा खड़ा करो,
मैं महिला की बात करो। अरे दुष्यंत जी, आप इन तस्वीरों को देखिए ना, अगर उस महिला को पीछे से खींचा जा रहा है हाथ पकड़ करके, किरोड़ीलाल मीणा की तो कोई बात ही नहीं कर रहा। आप इस महिला की बात कीजिए ना।
लेकिन मुझे तो करना पड़ेगा।
अगर बात पकड़ के उनको खींच रहे हैं,
प्लॉट तैयार कर रही है, तो चुनाव का मुद्दा बनाने का प्लॉट तैयार कर रही है।
अरे तो पुलिस को किसने बोला कि धक्के मारे?
स्थानीय प्रशासन उसकी जांच कर रहा है, जिलाधिकारी एक एक चीज की जांच कर रहे हैं।
किस चीज की जांच हो रही है? ये महिला तो अब गायब हो गई है, कहां है ये महिला?
पुलिस अधिकारी ने शहीद के परिवार के साथ जरा भी कोई मिसबिहेव करने का
आपके हिसाब से तस्वीरें क्या है?
वो उसको उसके खिलाफ
आपके हिसाब से तस्वीरें क्या है?
शहीदों का
क्या ये बदतमीजी है? क्या ये बदतमीजी नहीं है?
आप पूरा रिकॉर्ड देख लीजिए, राजस्थान सरकार का अव्वल नंबर का रिकॉर्ड है।
अरे सर, आप ओवरऑल अव्वल रिकॉर्ड की बात कर रहे हैं, मैं सिर्फ इस घटना की बात कर रही हूँ।
कोई इनके पास कोई लेना नहीं, कोई देना नहीं, इसलिए शहीदों के परिवारों को लेके आके
Colonel Dini, do you think that this is just politicization with these women and the families being turned into cops, or a lack of communication and consideration by the state government? Colonel Dini.
Ma'am, I will strictly not get into the politics. I will strictly not get into the tweets. I will strictly not get into the data and the facts and figures which people have mentioned here. I will stick to those three women, the three martyrs, the families, and what they're undergoing. You know, I'll tell, ma'am, you also know very clearly that the supreme sacrifice a jawans makes, you know, there is no comparison with that. At the same time, the families who are left behind, that they make sacrifice every day. So you can't, you know, just treat the martyrs' families in such insensitive manner is what comes to my mind. I don't see the reason why the Chief Minister could not have met these three widows for a minute and shown the concern. I don't think this entire controversy would have come. It just shows, you know, a kind of insensitive thing that it doesn't matter because these things do happen, and you know these demands. I'm not getting to the rationale behind the demands which they must have given, but I'm just saying the sensitivity. Do they, you know, do the political leaders understand that what it means to be a martyr's family? How much pain they go every day? The mothers, the wives, the children, what they undergo every day. Do they understand the pain? If they do, I'm sure they would have spent a little bit of time, shown a little bit of compassion, and I'm sure these kind of images, what we are seeing, unfortunate images, we would not have been seeing.
Little bit of time and compassion, Manasvi Thapar. That's what it all boils down to ultimately. And again, it's because the contrast is so stark that you've got Junaid and Nasir's family being met by the Chief Minister, fine. You want to take out time and meet them by all means. But that same time is also due to these women. They are also citizens of your state.
Padmaja, on that point, I totally agree with what the other panelists have said. There has to be some kind of time shown by the Chief Minister. I think definitely he'll be answerable to the people of Rajasthan, and definitely he and his deputy would be there for these people. I think Sachin Pilot has already met them, and if more is to be done, they should do it. There is no two ways about it, and they will do it. Let's wait for some time and things would fall in place in Rajasthan. Let's not politicize it. That is what I'm all saying.
Rakhi Rathore, just give it time. Manasvi Thapar is saying that this will eventually happen. Even those who have manhandled the ladies will be brought to task.
It's been 12 days that they were waiting for the Chief Minister to step outside, just few steps away from their house, in fact. And I just want to tell you, this is not the one incident. I have a list of 28 other also where the state government has not acted in a proper way. And this is the sensitivity they have shown towards these kind of, incidences, towards the family who has sacrificed their life for the country. And the second thing, Padmaja, the way the senior leader of BJP was manhandled, was mistreated by the police. I think this is condemnable because, he is not a hardcore criminal. And many times you must have discussed about the law and order situation in Rajasthan here. If police would have acted that strongly over the hardcore criminal in Rajasthan, the law and order situation in Rajasthan would be better. But now what they are doing, they are opposing. In fact, they are attacking on that kind of person who was protesting in a peaceful manner outside Sachin Pilot's house. And in fact, in democracy, each and every individual, they have a right to raise their voices. And if there is a problem, some technical problem is there. In fact, I just want to tell you that previously also during Gujar Andolan, they have changed. In fact, there were amendments in the rule books. They have given jobs to the relatives of the deceased. So likewise, they can do here. But there should be a dialogue. There should be a communication between the widows and the Chief Minister, because the Chief Minister is also
शायद भाजपा के नेता को ये समझना चाहिए कि सुप्रीम कोर्ट का डिसीजन उसके बाद आया है कि आप अपनी मर्जी से सरकार किसी को भी अनुकंपा के आधार पर नौकरियां नहीं दे सकती। सरकार के
देखिए, आप सुनिए मेरी बात, दुष्यंत जी, आपने इंटरप्ट किया, लेकिन सरकार आपके बात तो कर सकती है, आकर बोल तो सकती है कि हम
कर रही है,
सुनने को तैयार है।
श्री सचिन पायलट जी बात कर रहे हैं, पूरा प्रशासन बात कर रहा है।
कंस्ट्रक्शन ऑफ रोड्स, इंस्टॉलेशन ऑफ स्टैच्यूज, ये भी नहीं हुआ है पद्मजा अभी तक भी।
देखिए,
so this is not only one issue, and I have listed 28 issues
और हमारे शहीदों को बांटिए मत। ये शहीद आपके भाजपा कांग्रेस मत करिए शहीदों पे, ये आपके और मेरे हमारे हैं, शहीदों के परिवार हमारे हैं, इनके दुख दर्द हमारे साझे हैं, इनकी चुनौतियां हमारी साझी हैं। केंद्र सरकार आगे बढ़े, आए, कानून बनाए और राज्य सरकार अगर उसकी अनुपालना ना करे तो आप कहने के हकदार हैं।
दुष्यंत जी, आप अपनी बड़ी बड़ी बातें कर रहे हैं कि ये हम सबके हैं, पूरे देश के हैं। अगर देश के हैं तो कम से कम धक्का तो मत मारिए, और जिनको सुबह के 3 बजे से पकड़ करके रखा हुआ है, कम से कम उनको वापस उनके परिवार के हवाले कर लीजिए।
धक्का मारना अनुचित है, धक्का मारने के लिए
ये 12 दिन से जो धक्के लग रहे हैं उस वक्त सोचना चाहिए था ना।
आप ऐसी जो है तकनीकी चीजों को भी देखना चाहिए भारतीय जनता पार्टी को, और शहीदों के नाम पे कृपया राजनीति ना करें।
और अगर आपको लग रहा है कि भारतीय जनता पार्टी राजनीति कर रही है तो किसी को चुप करा देना, किसी को जेल में डाल देना, किसी को गायब कर देना, किसी को धक्के मार देना, उस राजनीति को काउंटर करने का तरीका कतई नहीं है।
मुख्यमंत्री एक संवेदनशील मुख्यमंत्री हैं, उनका 40 साल का राजनीतिक अनुभव है, उनके राज में किसी के साथ अन्याय नहीं होगा।
उनके राज के बाद
भरोसा रखने की आवश्यकता है, राजस्थान के लोगों को भरोसा रखना चाहिए श्री गहलोत।
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल दुष्यंत जी, and which is why when somebody is so experienced and decides to make time for one set of people and completely ignore another set of people, that is why one begins to ask, what is the reason for this selectivity? Because one group you want to reach out to, the others maybe don't matter, especially when it comes to such a seasoned politician. I'm going to leave it at that. Thank you very much, all gentlemen, and Rakhi Rathore for joining me. I'll see you next at 10 on the News Hour Agenda.